decided I'm going to create a book channel because I love reading books and I love talking about books. So I'm just going to start going through some of the books I've already read in my other videos, but I started reading Clockwork Princess by Cassandra Clare. It is the third and final book in Cassandra Clare's The Infernal Devices trilogy. I loved this book. It was just so amazing and so everything about it was just perfect. Like, I'm just so sad it's over. But it's just, I think it was my favorite one of the trilogy. We start off, spoiler alert, okay? This is gonna be filled with spoiler. We start off with Adele Starkweather turning into Shadowhunter, but she didn't have to turn into one. She died. But then we flash to Will and Jen's first meeting, and oh my God, that scene was just so amazing. It was so beautiful. I love little Will, and when he talks about like Jen going off to the grave or tottering off to the grave, it's just so Will and little. And then chapter 1. Like we saw off with Tessa, and Tessa is trying on her wedding dress. And then they find that Gabriel Lightwood's downstairs, and he's talking about how his dad, Benedict Lightwood, has turned into a giant worm. So they go over to Lightwood's, and Gabriel ends up killing Benedict out of all of them. And then Gabriel and Cecily, he's all nice to her, and Will has to go there, and Will's like, get away with my sister. Then Gabriel's staying at the Institute. And throughout the book, I loved Gabriel in Clockwork Angel and Clockwork Prince, and I just fell in love with him even more in Clockwork Princess. He was just so nice to Cecily, and him and Will stopped arguing, and it was just so beautiful, and everyone was just amazing with it. And then Jem. Let's talk about Jem right now. I love Jem. I've always loved Jem. I love Jem. I love Will. I love everybody except for Nate and Murderman. My parents' name. When Jem, like, I didn't think Jem was gonna die when I read this book. I was 100% sure he was gonna live. And like everybody knew about the Zachariah thing. Like, people thought he was either gonna be Jem or Will or Stephen Herondale. Like, I thought Brother Zachariah was gonna be Stephen Herondale. I mean, Will Herondale. But like, so we always knew it was something like that. But like, when Jem talks about about a silent, when Jem talks about he couldn't become a silent brother, I could just feel theories going down. Like I wanted Jem to be a silent brother, as long as he wasn't Brother Jeremiah. But then I knew he couldn't become a silent brother. He wouldn't be able to. So then when I read it, like, I was heartbroken, and then just making me cry so much. Like, almost every single time Jem spoke, I started crying. When he talked to Charlotte about leaving him, like when he talked about Charlotte, telling Charlotte he wasn't into the baby, and that he stayed alive for Charlotte and for Will and for Tessa. Just my heart just blew. I just couldn't believe it. And then, oh my God, Jessamine. Jem died, okay? Just didn't. No. Didn't go over well with me. He just, like, we saw it with Will, and I sobbed. I cried so hard. I couldn't believe it. And I didn't want to believe that he was dead, because spoiler for Milishmans, you look at Sebastian and you look at Valentine the first time around. Valentine thought Valentine was dead. Sebastian, he wasn't dead, but Sebastian was dead and he wasn't. So just because someone's dead doesn't mean that they're actually dead. So I didn't actually think I thought Jem was dead, but there was a part of me that didn't believe he was dead. Then we flash forward to Charlotte, and I found that Charlotte was actually way too calm about Jem leaving. Like, she said that Jem left, not that Jem was gone. So we're thinking as readers that Jem is dead, but I was thinking he has to be a silent brother or something. Something must have happened. There's no way he's dead and Charlotte's just being this this calm and casual about it. And then, when they were going through the portal, oh my gosh, the portal! Henry made the portal with Magnus's help. Holy crap! I love Henry. It was just so, oh my gosh! And they made the portal. I was like, yes, they use it, and they use it like so much. The metal instruments. It's such a key point in the story. But then when the Silent Brothers came, Brother Enoch, Brother Zechariah, and Brother something. When they came, I was like, oh, well, there goes the theory with Jem, because Charlotte recognized Jem as Brother Zechariah. And then, I was reading it, and it said, the Silent Brother was Jem. Oh my god. My heart was just, I was just so happy. Like, I thought he would be Jem. I thought Jem would become a Silent Brother, but the fact that he actually was one just made it so much more better, because you knew he was alive and he wasn't dead, and just everything was just amazing. And Will and Tessa went to South Carolina. And I'm a big Wessa and the Justice shipper. I was so happy when they finally got together. I felt like I should have cared that they went to that. She's like, well, that Jem just died, and she was talking with Will. I thought, I should be mad, but I just couldn't be because of the Wessa. I felt like I love it. I love Will. Will deserves it. So does Jem and Tessa. I felt so bad. I was so happy to see Will alive. To see Jem is alive. Jem is Brother Zechariah, who we meet in City of Lost Soul. Well, actually, we see him in City of Fire, but we see him. City of Fallen Angels. But he's in City of Lost Souls. He is a big part in City of Lost Souls. He helps Mamie's, Isabel, Magnus, Simon, and Alec find Jace. They want to find Jace and Sebastian. So he's a big part. He helps Mary's. He's always there with Mary's. And in City of Lost Souls, Brother Zechariah talks about how Herondales are survivors, and in City of Fallen Angels, I think he talks about how the Silent Brothers had something going on in the past with the Herondales, and it's just holy crap! I was just so happy. So Brother Zechariah is in City of Lost Souls, Jem is in City of Lost Souls, and they will be in City of Heavenly Fire. Jem will be in City of Fire, and he'll be in the Dark Edifices, and I just can't wait for it. Just can't wait to see him. I love Jem. And oh my gosh, and then oh my god, Jessamine. Jessamine's death, I was like sobbing. I was freaking so upset. Like, I never liked Jessamine, but when Jessamine died, I just couldn't believe it that she was actually dead. Like, it was just so sad. And she was just so nice to Will about it, and she told Will that she always likes him the best, or like something like that, she said. And oh my, it was just so devastating. And throughout the book, there are these letters that just keep coming up. The council guy, I hate him. I hate Council Wayland. My respect for the Wayland family wasn't very high with him because we didn't know about them. But oh my gosh, it's just so frustrating. I hate him. Oh my gosh, the epilogue. It's just, I loved it. I sobbed so much. In this book. When Will and Jem were saying goodbye, when Jem and Tessa were saying goodbye, just, oh my god. And then the epilogue with Will, when she was talking about Will's life, I was done. I was sobbing and sobbing, like uncontrollably. I couldn't control it. And then Jem's Jem. Brother Zechariah is now Jem again, and Jem. They found Jem's cure. Jem's gonna die eventually because he's immortal. He's no longer immortal. But like, he's gonna be in line. We're gonna see, and then in TLH, which we don't know what it stands for yet, we're gonna see Will and Tessa's kids. Like, we're gonna see everybody's kids and them growing up and not growing because they're 16. But like Cassandra Clare says she's gonna write another series based on Will and Tessa's, on the descendants and the Infernal Devices. So we're gonna see them. It's gonna be called TLH. We do not know what TLH stands for yet, but I can't wait to find out. Those books are gonna be amazing. I'm just gonna give it. Okay, so what did you guys think of Cecily? like, I don't know, I don't like her that much, but I don't mind her. I didn't like her at the beginning. Well, I liked her at the very beginning. I didn't like it when she started kind of complaining about her life, but like it's understandable, but I just feel like I just don't like when people complain about it, so I don't like reading it. But she's okay. I think she's good for Gabriel. I'm glad Gabriel found someone to love, because I love him, and I'm just so happy he loves her, and I'm just so happy. And it's like she's a Herondale, so at first it was probably like, what am I doing? I'm looking at a Herondale. It's Will's sister. Ooh, Will's sister. And Tatiana. Oh my gosh, don't even get me started on her. That little, just how could she do that to Gabriel and Gideon? Like, oh, and I totally knew. Speaking of Gideon, I totally knew Sophie was gonna ascend. It was just kind of obvious from the beginning, but just the way. Now we know. Now family tree. We know some things like, don't know if you can see that, but like Gabriel and Cecily name their son Alexander, and then you meet Alexander Lightworthy, and it's just so. We meet Elias Costas, and he's like one of the grandfathers of Emma Costas, who we meet, who's gonna be the main character in the Dark Artifices, and it's gonna be so cool just seeing it all come together as one. I want to know what Tessa's obsession is with fire pokers. She used to, in Clockwork Prince, she like burned her hand with one. Then she keeps using them as weapons. So, okay, Tess, do your thing. I will continue with these book talks. So, if you haven't read this book, go out right now and buy it. Actually, read Hurricane and Clockwork Prince. And if you've already read those, read this, fall in love, just needs to be done. Okay? That's the end of my book talk for Clockwork Princess.